The Collegiate Spring Sports Championship calendar rolls on this week, with women's lacrosse taking center stage on quarterfinal Thursday. It's an all-day showcase for the nation's last 8 teams standing, with a trip to championship weekend in Foxborough, Massachusetts, going to the 4 winners. Most of the participants have been here before, including defending champion Boston College and longtime powers North Carolina and Northwestern. The top 4 seeds survive the tournament's early rounds and will host these quarterfinal contests, but there is always surprise potential, especially considering several of the visiting teams have already proven they can win on the road. Here's what you need to know. The top 3 seeds happen to be the 3 most recent champs. All 3 have won multiple titles, so it wouldn't be a huge surprise to see any of them add to their trophy case. Florida is the most likely candidate to join the first-time champs club. The Gators seek a second consecutive semi-final berth and third in program history, all under founding coach Amanda O'Leary. The Ivy League matches the ACC with 3 teams in the quarterfinals, but all will be road underdogs. The top-seeded Tar Heels are led by the Humphrey sisters. Ashley, a senior, is usually the feeder with 77 assists to go with her 29 goals. Her younger sister Chloe is the primary finisher with 77 goals and 25 helpers. The Boston College attack this year is paced by Rachel Clark, 95G, 22A. But one mustn't overlook Northwestern's Madison Taylor, who has already made her mark on this postseason. In the Wildcats' win against Michigan in the round of 16, she notched a tournament record 10 goals to bring her season-to-date total to 99. She also has 37 assists to average a lofty 7.2 points a game. In the next month, the new professional women's hockey league teams in Vancouver and Seattle will start to fill out their rosters. The teams, who begin play next season, will select players at the entry draft set for June 24th in Ottawa, and will also have the chance to add players from other teams in an expansion draft that will happen at some point before the entry draft. The league is in the process of hiring general managers for the Vancouver and Seattle teams. With the clock ticking, much remains unknown about that expansion draft, including how many players each team will have to expose and who can be protected. That has been weighing on players, especially those who are signed to contracts next season and could find themselves on the move, according to New York Sirens captain Micah Zandy Hart. She is New York's representative with the league's Players Association, PWHLPA, and said she's been getting texts from players who are eager for information. As much as that's exciting, I think it also brings a lot of unknown to the players and kind of wondering what's going to happen and when it's going to happen, Zandy Hart told CBC Sports. More than 20 markets showed interest in becoming home to a PWHL team during an expansion process that lasted several months. League officials looked at economic opportunity, youth hockey, infrastructure, and geography, among other things. The league ultimately chose to expand its footprint west as it looks to attract a national U.S. broadcast rights deal. Expansion to Vancouver and Seattle was confirmed in April. A league spokesperson didn't have any new details to share on the expansion draft process on Tuesday, but all indications are that any process would allow Vancouver and Seattle to build solid teams from scratch, meaning the 6 existing teams could have to expose key players. The expectation is that any new teams that enter the league would be competitive in year 1, Jana Hefford, the league's executive